check it out, inspect it, and just, you know, I'll be back for an estimate?
No, I ain't gonna be able to get to this today.
Well, you've got no other cars here. If I come back in an hour...
What'd I tell you about bothering me when I'm with a client? Get back to work. Now, like I was saying, I ain't gonna be getting to this today. Y'all gonna have to leave it overnight. Let me know if you need a place to crash.
What?
Let me know if you fill the tank up with gas.
Mrparka here to do a review. This movie was sent to me by TLA Releasing, and I've actually heard about it beforehand, and I always saw the cover and I was thinking, that looks like it could be really funny. I also heard a couple negative things about it and nothing else. I must say that I don't really agree with the negative things, and I thought it was actually pretty cool. Basically what we have is the movie Pervert. Now, by cover, it kind of looks like the lost Russ Meyer film, as they said they kind of felt like that's what they wanted it to look like, with the vixens, with the giant breasts, voluptuous breasts, and stuff like that. And it does have that thing going for it as in the film. It has some other things going for it as well. Basically, the film follows our lead coming back to his hometown from New Orleans. He was in college. He's coming back to his town to kind of learn how to be a man, to work with his dad on the desert. His dad is kind of has this Charlton Heston thing going on. He's pretty funny. He's like this crazy perverted old man, and for some reason, it's kind of sketchy. He has these beautiful women. Well, this one beautiful woman with him, and it kind of seems they're an item. The son is very virginal. He's a virgin. He's never had sex, so you know he comes back and you know he's just kind of like very underdeveloped for his age when it comes to that type of thing, so anything sets him off. He's kind of just getting teased by her, and she's doing things that tease her, like buttering up corn to ridiculous levels.
Not as a freshman.
What sort of courses are you enrolled in?
Well, next semester I'll be taking general ecology, organic chemistry 2, evolution of the human health and disease, major religions of Asia, history of sea power and maritime history, and intermediate Hebrew. And I'll be volunteering in an inner city basketball clinic for troubled youth.
Sounds like quite a load.
Thought perhaps you would be bringing a young lady along with you. How's the pussy quotient down there?
Never really had a lot of luck with the ladies, but I think all that's about to change. Oh, I'm sorry.
Really comedic stuff here. I must say that the nudity, there's tons of nudity, ridiculous amount of nudity, a lot of sex, a good amount of gore and violence. So it's all around, it's a funny film. The director actually has a cameo in here himself where he plays this kind of crooked, crazy, redneck, wigger, mechanic Nazi. Yeah, that's this kind of movie. It's funny, but it also is meant to kind of offend you, which is a lot of humor that is out, and it's really kind of fun. It's kind of great humor, like Trauma or something like that, but not Trauma, because it's also a homage, or not necessarily a homage, but kind of like a Russ Meyer movie as well at the same time. But what happens is the Hezekiah, who is the father, is kind of up to something strange. It involves meat, and there's kind of a weird thing that you think, is he making these women and bringing them to life? Is he somehow reviving these meat sculptures he's making to create a woman? That's what I was thinking at first. I wasn't exactly right at all. Also, our lead has the son has some other troubles with nightmares and stuff that stem from his time in New Orleans. Basically, what happens is as the bodies start piling up, you're not really sure who's doing the killing until you find out that it's not really a person per se, but very kind of a thing or a creature. I know that's a slight spoiler, I'm sorry, but actually that's when the film kind of picks up and it gets pretty funny after that. I thought the whole movie was very funny, and it was very exploitative and very throwback, and you know, it didn't really care who it offended. It was funny, it was stupid, it was full of boobs, full of sex, full of blood. You know, it was made for that type of thing. As the director said, and his friend, the writer, they made it for themselves. They made it for something that they would like to see, not something that everyone else would like to see. And you know, a lot of people also like those kind of films, so it worked that way. And this is actually kind of surprising because it is a precursor to Bad Biology, and this movie does have a Henenlotter theme going on. And this one actually came out before Bad Biology, and you know, I don't necessarily want to say, but if you've seen Bad Biology, that kind of gives it away. Definitely a precursor here with some lovely, hilarious stop motion animation, which is you know, you don't see enough of that, and it's actually really fun. The director seemed very cool, and the DVD has a lot of features, has 2 different commentaries, has a making of, which is really entertaining to watch as well, and the director seemed very cool. And also has deleted scenes, extended scenes, like I said, 2 commentaries. I didn't get a chance to watch the commentaries. I did watch the bloopers. Bloopers are always fun, and I did watch the making of, which was very interesting. Yeah, I was actually happy with this. I don't know. It's called Pervert. If you can find it for a pretty good price, I know it's not that expensive, I would go grab it. I thought it was fun. I thought the acting was pretty decent. I mean, you don't really need the greatest acting. I thought the father and son did well, and some of the girls did well too. They were, the one was bubbly. They all had their own kind of characters and stuff. There was 3 different vixens in the movie, I would say, and they all had their own little personalities and quirks and stuff, and it was fun. And like I said, all the women are voluptuous in it. So, yeah, on the cover it says sex, death, and gore. And is this the best movie ever? I wouldn't say best movie ever, but it has 3 of the best elements ever. And that is Pervert. I'm Mrparka. Thank you for watching.
I'd like to pay my last respects.
Dad, you gotta...
Where? Yeah! I sure could think more clearly if I had the company of a sympathetic female. Maybe I'll go into town tonight.
No way, Dad, okay? That's how we got ourselves into this mess in the first place. No more hookers for you. Now I gotta go into town today to the body shop, all right? Now just do me a favor and stay put, okay?
No, I don't even know what a pervert is anymore. I think some of us just hide it better than others. For example, I'm a lesbian.
Oh. I'm kind of disappointed. I thought that you and I were gonna,
But homosexuality is a choice, and gays can switch anytime they like, several times if they so desire. I'm actually considering going straight myself. I guess what I'm trying to say here is that a leopard can in fact change his spots. God knows I've done it enough times.